Hey everybody, welcome back. Today is October 3rd, 2022. Here is your Moldavite update for today. Today, the Mercury retrograde is finally over. Many of you may be experiencing stagnation, confusion, being lost, feeling things aren't really moving. That could possibly contribute to the Mercury retrograde, okay? I know things have finally started moving again, shifting for me since last night. So it feels good. It feels to be good to be back into alignment. Now, what's next, the big date that's coming up next is the 1010 portal. So this 1010 portal is a split in the road. I mentioned briefly in my previous video. So many of us who are going through changes, very big changes, you may be coming up to this split where is either a move, a new job, something big in your life that is happening. I think for me, about a month ago, before this Mexico trip, I kept seeing 1010, okay? I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to afford this Mexico trip, how long was it gonna go for, until my friend randomly messaged me that she's passing by, she's going to Mexico. So long story short, I went to Mexico on a road trip with her. You're talking about a 10-day trip from Houston all the way to the tip of Mexico. And it was then that I activated all the Moldavites, did what I needed to do. The thing with Moldavite, everything just happened so fast that the whole trip feels like a dream. So I came back and all of a sudden I started seeing 1011s everywhere. It's as if I chose my path. Now the energy is pulling me towards that path. Okay, so it was 1010 before. Now I start seeing 1011s or 111. Okay. So notice what's in your surrounding. Do you have a big project, or the universe is asking you to take a leap of faith, either leave your job, move out, break up, whatever it is. I do notice there was a lot of relationship challenges within the last couple weeks or the last month, maybe 2 months, with the people in surrounding my in my circle, right? There's a lot of relationship shakeups. So tune in. This 1010 portal is universe asking you to, take that leap of faith. What is your one next step? And there is no right or wrong way to go. Some path may take longer than the other. Remember, we all have a choice at the end of the day. So how you overcome you make the wrong choice, right? There's good, bad, wrong, right. Is a judgment. Whatever path you choose. That is how you stand in your power. If you choose something and you go back and you hesitate, it's like, oh, did I do the right thing? Did I mess up? That's when you start losing your power. Whatever you do and you choose. No excuses. No, oh, I did this because of this. I did this because of this other person. I did this because of that. No. Take the full responsibility. You chose that path because you chose that path. Okay? And when you can really stand in that, you're standing in your power, and whatever happens next is always happening for you. Okay? If you can follow those two very powerful steps, choose without blaming anybody or without having a reason or excuse of why you chose that. Choose because you chose that is one. That disconnects you from all the other timelines that you may connect yourself to. Okay? Choose because you chose that for you. And then the second one is anchor in that everything is always happening for you. So whatever path you chose, just know that it's happening for you. Okay? So not good or bad, whatever path you chose is exactly where you're meant to be. Okay? So pay attention for that. Now, what's next? We're over here. I believe that last equinox full moon session was wasn't a full moon. The last equinox session was the last free session. So moving forward, there'll be no more full moon events. I just got the message today that it's done. So whoever were able to jump on for the last couple months of our full moon events and the healing, that was our contribution to collective at that point in time. So now moving forward, I will be, I'm not sure what's going to happen yet. All right. There's going to be several big events coming up, especially for 11/11. Now that date, I'm going to save it for a twin flame activation or it's interesting because now twin flame energy has left my field. It's more of the soulmate energy, which I want to talk a little bit on this episode. I'm going to touch base on this red string of fate. Okay. For those who've been following the journey, the last videos, like ever since it was the last couple months, I've been sharing with you guys about I'm getting this soulmate energy, this essence that's showing up in my dreams. And before, I would never believe in soulmates. I kind of, I kind of believe it, but it's kind of far-fetched. It's kind of out there, okay? It's like a fairy tale in a way. And then it wasn't until I started working Moldavite that I started experiencing this twin flame connections. Now, for my experience, there is a difference between a twin flame and a soulmate. The twin flame connection that came into my life was very polarized. It's either, well, just because working with so much Moldavite, the energy brought in so many of these twin flame connections all at once. Like once one enters, the lesson is learned, they vibrate it out, another one enters, okay? So with the twin flame connection, what I noticed from my experience is either one party fall heads over heels for the other, express their love very deeply, the other party doesn't feel the same. And it goes both ways. And I experienced that like at least 4 or 5 times. And I'm like, this is so interesting. Because we trigger something out of each other to have it heal a fragment of us that hasn't been healed. And part of it was a soul retrieval as well. So I noticed there were times when I expressed my love fully to someone, it wasn't reciprocated. And then there were people entering my life later when that person left that fully expressed their love to me that I just didn't feel the same. It just didn't feel right. But I noticed this pattern that keeps happening. And then with the twin flame connection is to help push whatever's left within our energy field, to have us become aware of, to learn to love ourselves, to show us what there is left for healing, and help us feel whole and complete without depending on the other person to have us feel loved, accepted, seen, or heard. Okay? So this is where the soulmate comes through. When both party is healed, we're not seeking each other for an energy, right? You're not seeking this as a person for their love or their beauty or their stability, their money, whatever it is. When both parties can heal within themselves, find out why they're feeling jealous, why they're feeling rejected, why are they feeling sorry for themselves, like all this energy just does not serve. When you really stand in your power, you heal yourself, being whole and complete. For me, I know that there is not this other half of me. Like, it's no longer this 2 becomes 1 energy. It's this 2 becomes 3 energy. Okay? Because when 2 becomes 1, it's one party seeking the other energy for another party to have them feel complete. But now going through that twin flame phase, I feel like that's what it was. This one party seeking this other party to have them become whole and complete, to become 1. This soulmate energy coming through is 2 becomes 3. 2 wholes become 3 to create a third. And this could be a baby, a child. This could be a project. This could be a business. Whatever it is creating a third. Okay? So it doesn't have to be a baby. Some of us chose in this lifetime not to have children. And that's okay. Okay? So just know that the soulmate energy coming through, 2 becomes 3. We're no longer 2 becomes 1, where when one person doesn't have this person around, or this one person uses their love as a power play, it becomes this power play. It's not healthy. But when 2 person becomes whole and complete within themselves and they come together, this becomes a force field. Make sense? So that I feel like is entering the heart chakra. And that is a stage that I recently, this last 2-3 months, have been experiencing. And it's interesting because not only am I feeling it in my reality, I feel like this soulmate energy is coming very close, but this soulmate energy has been showing up in my dream. Who it was, I'm not very clear on the image, what they look like, but their essence is very familiar. Okay, so it's the last like a month or two, the energy was like, are you the one, right? It's like we're still questioning, are we both the one? But this essence started showing up in my dream. Recently, the dream is like, we're the one. We're like, we found each other. So I'm excited to see what manifests in the physical realm this year coming up. Okay, so we'll see. This is the heart chakra. So with that, I want to talk about this red string of fate. So some of you may have heard it, some of you may not. This red string of fate actually showed up in my reality, or the idea came up when I was talking to my friend Candice, the last episode we did about Feng Shui, how you tie this red string around the salt cures to help activate it. And it was interesting because I haven't really heard that about the red string and the salt cures before. The only time I heard about this red string of fate was from this famous monk here in Houston. Every time he gives us a pot of water, blessed water, he would tie this red string around it. And men would drink it for 7 days, women would drink for 9 days, and then after that, you tie the red string around your arm. And so, never thought too much about it. I'm not even sure if it's related to this red string of fate. But then I started doing some digging and researching. So apparently this red string of fate is supposed to connect us with our soulmate. I say soulmate because twin flame, when you connect with a twin flame, it is butting heads, okay? Now, can a twin flame be a soulmate? I'm not sure. And remember, there are multiple twin flames through multiple lifetimes, embodied through different people. What we're feeling, what you're tuning into, is the essence of the energy underneath. And when you connect with a very conscious person, the clearer they are as a vessel, like body as a vessel, you can feel this soulmate or this twin flame energy a lot more. Okay, so pay attention to that. Now, this red string of fate. So I started looking more into it. So apparently there is this moon god that ties a string of fate between two souls. Now, I'm not sure. Maybe that exists, maybe not. I don't know. It's an ancient Chinese legend. So how I interpret this is, when you heal the inner work, when you do the work, there is this energy. I do believe in soulmates now. Ever since having experience with all the different twin flames that entered my life, working with so much Moldavite, I'm very clear, confident that there is a soulmate out there. And even in my dream, I even shared that when someone was coming up to me and saying, hey, I think you're my other half. I feel like everyone has their other half. And when one person does not feel the same about the other person, don't push it. Because when you meet this other half, it's going to be mutual. Both of you will know. Okay? And so, long story short, I did some research on this red string of fate. I actually went to go buy some red strings that I'm going to start tying into these bracelets, which I'm going to release on my website coming up here very soon in preparation for the 1111 portal. Okay, so I'm going to learn how to make these bracelets. It's going to be a red string. It's going to be very simple, guys. But the thing is, the energy I'm exuding right now is a very soulmate energy. So I believe that I'm going to be very intentional with these red strings of fate, this red bracelets. So keep a lookout out for that. That's a little insight for those who are tuning in right now. I'm going to be releasing that within this next couple of days. I'm going to figure out how to make this bracelet and have you guys have it for the 11/11 portal. Now on 11/11, I will probably open up a Zion grid, open up this divine union energy. So stay tuned for that. When that comes more into my field on how to proceed with that session, I will have it posted. But for right now, if you feel called for the red string of fate, I will have it available on my website very soon here, thelightgoddesses.com. But that is a little update for everyone here today. If you still believe in soulmates, if you're already with someone and you still want to get a red string of fate, follow your intuition, okay? If you want to get one for you and your partner, then feel free to. If you feel like you're still looking for this soulmate, feel free to get one as well. That's all I got for everyone here today. I hope you're doing well, but I will keep this video short. Stay tuned for what's next, and then check out the website for when these bracelets will be ready. Everyone have a good day, and sending everyone here lots of love. Tammy Doo, signing off.